Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel where we talk about investing, real estate, and saving money to help you guys achieve financial freedom. So for today's video, I've decided to share with you guys my goals for 2021, personal, health, money, and investment goals. Initially, I planned for this video, right? And then decided against it because I was thinking, what value are you guys going to get from this video? In every video, I think like that. And then eventually I realized that one of the reasons why I started this channel is that this is my personal journey towards life and towards financial freedom. So with that being said, I still hope that you guys get something out of this video. Maybe you'll get ideas on how to set your goals as well, and also some motivations towards your journey towards financial freedom. So with that being said, let's start this video. Let's start with some personal goals. I do this every year and I set myself a reading challenge. So for this year, I've set myself to read 12 books per year. It's very realistic. It only requires me to read a book per month, and I think that this is very attainable. And if you love books like me, go to goodreads.com because I think it's a really good website to record all the books that you've read in your lifetime, and also you can connect with your friends and you can see what they're reading and how many books they've read in a year. Like my best friend, like you can see here that she's already read 7 books this year and her goal is 100 books. I remember there was one year that she read like 120 books and I felt like really bad for myself. I'm not like a big book nerd like her, but I also still love reading books. And so for this year, I've set myself, like I said, 12. You can type it in the reading challenge. I think in 2021, I think I'm going to make this my year to smash my reading challenge. So check out the website if you love reading books. So my next personal goal is to nurture my long distance relationships, both with family and my best friends, because my family is in the Philippines and like my best friends are all over the world. I have my closest friends in Canada and the UK, America, and in the Philippines. And because of the time difference, it's really hard to keep up with each other. And just like with any relationship, it really needs work to maintain the relationship. So I always put this at my goal as well because my relationships are important to me. And also I know that personally I'm bad at keeping relationships. Like I'm bad, especially with long distance relationships. I've also set myself several health goals for this year, and one of them is to be in bed by 11 p.m. because we're so bad at this, me and my husband. Usually we'll be in bed by 12 and sometimes we'll still be on our phone or laptop and then sleep around 12:30 to 11. And also I find it hard to fall asleep sometimes, and I think because like I'm on my phone before bed. Usually I can function with like 5 to 6 hours of sleep, but I really want to make sleep a priority this year. And also my rule for this is that be in bed by 11 p.m. right? But no phone, no laptop. I can read a book, and that will also help me with my reading goal. I've also set myself a goal to only eat chips 3 times a week. This sounds so bad, but if I were being honest with myself, I think I eat chips maybe 5 times a week if I don't monitor myself. I know it's bad. I worry about my health, my blood pressure, and my kidneys, and so that's why it's in one of my goals. I've set myself a realistic goal of 3 bags a week. I mean, I love chips. Maybe it's an oral fixation. I don't have any other vices. I don't smoke or drink. I don't eat like chocolate or ice cream or cookies. None of that sweet stuff. But it's like chippies for me. I've also set myself the goal to work out twice a week because what usually happens is that I'm actively working out when it's like closer to summer and then autumn, but when it's like winter I stop working out because it's cold. There's no motivation to do it. Like my biggest motivation is like to keep up the beach body because I love swimming in summer. So I want to set this goal because I want to be working out all throughout the year, and also it helps me with my chips addiction because I find that if I'm working out I don't want to eat chips afterwards because I think to myself that I'm wasting my workout if I'm just going to eat junk food anyway. So last but not the least, with my health goal is to not eat rice for dinner and to eat more salad. So these goals come hand in hand. And being Asian, like me and my husband, we've eaten rice our entire lives, right? Because it's like a staple in the Asian diet, and it's really bad for you, even though it's really like yum, because it's highly processed, it's packed with a lot of calories, and you're basically eating sugar, right? And so that's why we want to replace it with a healthier option, which is salad. We're not completely eliminating it from our diet, just no white rice during dinner. Maybe it comes with age that I enjoy salad a bit more now. Definitely when I was younger, I didn't. But if you just get the right ingredients, like put olive oil and then some apples, feta cheese, and lots of other good stuff, then you'll really enjoy it. My next set of goals is all about this YouTube channel. I want to do 1 video a week, so that means it's 52 videos in a year. Last year, I only did 36 videos. I also want to be consistent with the branding, because before I just did whatever. I also want to be consistent with the branding, because before I just did whatever. I did travel and DIY and minimalism and nursing, and it was more like a diary of my life. And it wasn't until last year that I realized that I should talk about my passion and help people through personal finance. And it was in November 2020 that I think I did a reset on my channel, and I kept up with the branding. And so I want to do that for the whole of 2021, just do personal finance and see where this channel goes. I also want to buy a microphone, because I feel like the audio quality of my videos can improve so much with a microphone. The only thing holding me back is that it's expensive, but I want to do this year. I also want to start a video series, because this is something I've always wanted to do for the longest time. I want to interview businesses and entrepreneurs. I even already know who I'm going to interview, so this will be a video series on the channel coming up. Wait for it. Maybe it's going to be at the end of the year. The only thing really holding me back is that I've felt like for the longest time I'm not qualified to do it, because I don't have fancy equipment, which is ridiculous. I know it's ridiculous, because you can achieve so much even with just an iPhone. So I really just need to get over my fears and just do it. Nike. Last but not least, I've also set myself to get 10,000 subscribers this year. I don't know if it's possible, but for me it's more a representation of working hard and achieving all my other goals, which is to do 1 video a week and being consistent with my branding. So my last category is about budget and investments, and this is where I've written so many of my goals, and I've decided that this year is going to be my no-buy year aside from groceries. So I've done this in the past, that's why I know it's going to be easy for me. My biggest motivation behind this is that the amount of rubbish that end up in landfill, I want to be less materialistic, and also in doing so, it saves me a lot of money. If you're interested in doing this, I think the best way to do it is to set yourself specific rules in order to be successful. Like for myself, I said I can buy gifts for other people, and I can also buy eco swaps for certain products. Like for example, I recently ordered something online, and it's the silicone swab, so that you can use it, just wash it and you reuse it again and again, so that I don't have to buy cotton swabs for the rest of my life. If you're interested, there are several Facebook groups you can join so that you can find support and find similar minded people. The one I've joined is called the 2021 No Spend Challenge. I also want to track all my expenses this year. This is something I've never done before, so I'm very keen to do it this year. I've joined everwealth.com. How it works is that they can pull all your expenses from your credit card, from your bank account, so it's very easy to track and you know where everything goes. However, I'm on the wait list. This is a New Zealand website, and I think they just launched it. So if you have anything you can recommend me, comment them down below, like an app or a website, so I can check it out. I want to do this because I want to track my expenses. I want to know exactly where my money goes, how I waste it, where I'm wasting it, and how I can avoid it. Another goal is to maintain a 6% contribution on KiwiSaver. This is something I've adjusted in 2020. I went from 4% to 6%, so I'm just going to maintain it this year. What I like about KiwiSaver is that they invest your money for you. If your money is just sitting in the bank, it's not gonna grow. It will be, but it's very little, like point something but with KiwiSaver, I'm with the ANZ Growth Fund, and in the last 3 years, it has performed at 7.4% per year, so I'm very happy with that. My next 3 goals are all related to saving a certain amount of money. I want to put 5,000 on our emergency fund. So at the moment, for me and my husband, we have 10,000 on our emergency fund. So if I do 5,000 this year and he does 5,000, we'll have a total of 20,000. I also want to put 12,000 New Zealand dollars on the stock market. This is the same amount I did last year, so I'm just going to match that. I also want to do a lump sum payment on this current house we're living in of 20,000. So 20,000 for me, 20,000 for my husband, and that's a total of 40,000. And that's because we only have $113,000 left of our mortgage, and if we do this for 3 more years, we'll be completely mortgage free. I've added everything and worked out that I need to save about $700 every week. So that's more than 50% of my income, and I think it's totally doable, especially that this year is going to be a no-buy year for me, and I'm also tracking my expenses. For our investments, we're planning to build another house at the back of our house. So I want that finished by June so that I can dedicate the rest of the year from July to December in buying another investment property. What are some of your goals for 2021? Please write them down below because I'm genuinely interested. I look forward to reading your comments, and thank you guys so much for watching the video. I don't know if you've noticed, but I'm really snotty and my nose is super itchy all throughout the video. I apologize, but thank you for watching and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!